Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your October 2016 General Tarot Forecast. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So please keep in mind that these are general readings and they're not going to apply to everybody watching or not in the same way. You can watch your Moon and Rising sign readings for additional messages. Or, of course, if you're interested, you can have a private reading specific to just you and your situation, and the link to my website is in the description box below. But for the time being, just try to keep an open mind and take away the messages that do resonate with you in this general reading. And also, if you're interested, love scopes can also be found on my channel for the month of October 2016. So let's just have a look at what is coming in for you in the month of October, Aries. Okay, so it looks like a good month overall. It looks like a really good month. You just have to be mindful of ego, I feel, and getting too comfortable or complacent. But I do feel like overall it's a good month, okay? Because at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Eight of Pentacles representing your overall energy for the entire month. And the Eight of Pentacles is a card that talks about working very hard, very diligently on something, okay? Something new, something you just started. Obviously, this is Pentacles, so it can represent the fact that you're getting started with a new job or you will find a new job this month. This could also represent focusing on your education, focusing on your studies, building up your resume, anything like that, going through training or any sort of coaching sessions, okay, for some of you is also what I'm picking up on. Whatever it is for you that you're focused most on at this time, the Eight of Pentacles just represents the fact that you're getting started with that particular situation. You're working really hard at it. You may be doing some research, you may be doing some, asking questions, taking notes, type of activity, practice activity, okay, is also what I'm getting, workshops, anything like that, okay, where that applies. But it represents having a new source of income for some of you, or a new source of bringing stability in your life, and working towards the future, working your way up is also what I'm picking up on. So in your present situation, we have the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is a card that talks about celebration. It also talks about new jobs. It talks about happy home life, happy relationships. The Four of Wands represents success, really, okay? It represents triumph. You've worked really hard. You've put in the effort, the time, the energy, and the Four of Wands is a celebration of that. It's the outcome of all that work, and it's very positive. This can also represent a wedding, so happy relationships within the home, within the family, but also romantic relationships. It can represent someone moving in or you moving in with someone. It can also represent looking at houses, looking at property to buy with your significant other, or a family home or something like that comes to mind. This is also joining a new group, social group, or joining a new work family, okay, with the Four of Wands. It's a very, very happy card. It's celebration. It's crossed by the Strength card. And so with the Strength card, I feel that for you, this talks about staying strong. It talks about continuing to move forward, okay? With the Eight of Pentacles, things may not have always been easy. You may have had to go through a lot to get yourself to this new beginning. But you are here, so acknowledge it, enjoy it, embrace it, okay? And stay strong. Don't question yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Don't look back. For some of you, a Leo person may pose a challenge this month or at this time when you're watching the reading. And if that's the case, it could be someone you live with or someone in your work family who does this. Obviously, don't let that get to you. Try not to take things personally and try to avoid drama in your life, because I feel like overall it's going to be a good month. So I would definitely stay away from dramatic people, dramatic situations, and just enjoy the blessings that are coming to you this month, okay? And the Strength card also represents ego for some of us. So your ego, may be a challenge this month, okay? And by that I mean maybe overspending, overindulging, maybe tending to be a bit more selfish, or tending to believe that, you know what, everything's fine, I'm going to be great no matter what happens, I'm not even going to prepare for that test or whatever situation it may be. Try to stay grounded, keep your feet on the ground, be practical and realistic, and I think that you'll be absolutely fine. In the foundation, we have the Eight of Wands. And so with the Eight of Wands, it feels like this month, the energy is going to be very, very quick or even hasty. I feel like there's going to be changes happening. This is another 8. Strength card is an 8. Your underlying energy is an 8. And 8 is about personal power, strength, courage, to do what you need to do this month, to follow your gut, to follow through on things. And with the Eight of Wands, this represents unexpected opportunities being presented to you this month, unexpected communication coming to you from unexpected places, unexpected people at unexpected times. So try to stay, light on your feet, be light on your feet, so when these opportunities are presented to you, you can act quickly. With the Eight of Wands, you're not going to have time to think things through this month, so try to follow your gut and just go with the flow. Try to keep that momentum going, okay? This is a lot of energy and things taking off for you all at the same time, whether it is in your love life, in your work situation, your health, or your personal projects, whatever the case may be. I feel like this is a lot of progress coming through for you this month, and it's important that you keep that momentum going. Where you're coming from, we have the Five of Wands, So with the Five of Pentacles, you may have experienced some financial difficulties, financial concerns, lack mentality, okay? So maybe that's why the Five of Pentacles wanted to be mentioned in the reading. But the Five of Wands represents conflict, competition, conflicting energies, conflicting interests. It may be that before things calmed down with the Four of Wands and the Strength card, there was a lot of turmoil, there was a lot of arguments, maybe not seeing eye to eye with family, with your partner, with people at work. The Strength card is also making me think of a winner, someone who's triumphant, someone who is victorious. So out of this Five of Wands situation, you got the Four of Wands situation in terms of if you have been applying for jobs, if you have been going through competitions and application processes and interviews and stuff like that, that's just, the energy that you've had to deal with to get to the Four of Wands energy is what the Five of Wands represents. And for some of you, it does talk about your health. Maybe in the recent months or weeks, you've been focusing more on your health. You've started working out, or you've joined a gym, where you started taking better care of your health and getting yourself moving, active. Because with the Strength card, it does feel like you're getting your strength back when it comes to your health, and it feels like you're feeling more secure and stable when it comes to your health as well for some of you. In your crowning thoughts this month, we have the Tower. So this is another major arcana card, and the Tower in your crowning thoughts is, for some of you, this feels like blowing a fuse. So just be mindful of your temper this month. Again, be mindful of your ego altogether. I feel like try to take things slowly, if at all possible. With the Eight of Wands in there, it will be difficult, but try to give yourself breaks. Try to make sure you get enough rest. The Tower can also represent old fears, old doubts, or worries just kind of erupting back into your mind, into your life. So just be mindful of that. With the Tower, this can also be something or someone coming back into your life, or reaching out, extending communication to you, because this is in your thoughts. So it's about communication and what you're thinking of it, or thinking of that person, or they're thinking of you. And you're definitely not expecting this. And so it's almost like it feels like, when I finally got myself together, this happens and they're back, or this situation is coming back. So what do I do with it now? And so I feel like you really have some decisions to make. But again, they're going to have to be quick decisions this month as to what you want to do, what you don't want to do in your life. And once again, your intuition is going to truly help you. With the Strength card in here, that's also talking about your inner nature. Okay, so your impulses, your intuitive feelings, thoughts, whatever. Pay attention to those. Don't try to run away or ignore them this month. The Tower can also represent breakthrough. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be bad. It represents breakthrough, and what I'm feeling is a release, releasing tension, releasing stress, releasing pressure, releasing anxiety, worry. I feel like it's finally over. Whatever a difficult situation was that caused you a lot of conflict, I feel like it's finally over. I can finally breathe. All the worry and the dark thoughts that were building up in your head can now just be washed away. You can start fresh. Okay, you're okay. You've got this new beginning. So it feels like release from some sort of prison, some sort of cage that you were in, okay, metaphorically speaking, of course, due to a person or a situation that was causing you a great deal of stress and anxiety, okay? In your near future, so around like mid-month, we have the Devil card. So this is another major arcana card. And the Devil card for some of you talks about indulging your ego. So around mid-month, or in the first half of the month anyway, the Devil card just represents, once again, a reminder to be mindful of your ego. Make sure that you're not taking things personally. Make sure that you're not getting comfortable with where you are. Continue to work hard, okay, with the Eight of Pentacles. That's the card of the Apprentice. So hard work will be rewarded, okay? This is not the time to rest on your laurels. This is the time to invest everything you can and make the best of this new opportunity that was presented to you. The Devil card, you know, again, doesn't necessarily have to be all bad. It can also represent indulging. It represents maybe spending some money, allowing yourself to spend some money is what I'm getting, allowing yourself to spend some money on yourself, on your partner, on the home, on things that are not absolutely necessary, but they may make you happy. And so for some of you, that's what I'm picking up on with the Devil card. This can also be going someplace warm, tropical, or carefree is what I'm also picking up for others of you with the Devil card, where it seems like a party place. So just be mindful that you don't drink too much or eat too much or whatever. Okay, just keep everything in between the lines, so to speak, and I feel like you're going to be absolutely fine. The Devil card can represent a Capricorn person coming into your life. For some of you, it can be the same person that is coming into your thoughts with the Tower that you're not expecting, and I feel like they're coming back around. And if this is the case, I feel like there has been a vicious cycle going on with this person. Maybe they have been controlling or manipulative, definitely mistreating you, and so I feel like they're coming back around for you to decide, do you want to keep that cycle going or start that cycle again, or are you really ready to stand your ground and set up some ground rules or completely walk away from that person? It's also, it feels like positive energy, like warm-hearted energy. It feels like I say, doing something good for yourself, buying yourself something, focusing more on the material world, on the comforts in your life. And again, that's a good thing. That's a positive thing. As long as you keep it balanced, I feel like you're going to be absolutely fine. And again, with the Devil card, whatever success you're experiencing, don't let it go to your head. Okay, try to just keep your head down and do the work. You need to have the attitude of the Apprentice. Keep your head down and do the work. And you can truly unwind and relax when you're at the end of your goal, when you have reached your goal, okay? In the position representing you, we have the Seven of Swords. So with the Seven of Swords, this is you planning this month, strategizing this month. For some of you, maybe going on some sort of trip once again. And so this could be you packing or preparing, making a list of what to pack, and so on. The Seven of Swords is also a card that talks about someone trying to get away with something. And that can be good or bad. You know, it can be that you've got big plans and you're not sharing them with people just yet. Or it can be that maybe you did something that was not completely above board, and so you hope that people don't find out about it. It can be something like that, because you do have the Devil in there. So just be mindful that there's a tendency for you to go overboard this month and maybe do some things that you're not really thinking about them when you're doing them, and so maybe then you have to deal with the consequences of those actions. So just be mindful of that, okay? Just be mindful of the decisions you're making, the actions you're taking. Everything has consequences, okay? It doesn't have to be ominous, but just keep that in the back of your head. And the Seven of Swords also represents getting away from something is what I'm getting. So breaking free, it ties in with the energy of the Tower, of breaking free, of leaving something behind. And it's almost like you're trying to get away before they even realize that you're gone. Or before that situation gets any worse or something like that. I feel like you finally decided that enough is enough in a particular situation. And you're just packing up and going, okay? Enough is enough, and I'm standing up for myself. I believe in myself. I know I deserve better. And you're just literally just going. You're not telling anyone what you're thinking, what you're planning to do. You're doing what's best for you, and you are leaving that situation behind, because you still look behind you to see if they figured out that you're gone, okay? In your environment, we do have the Death card. So this is another major arcana card. And it's a positive card. I feel like this is what you're trying to leave behind, and you will be successful. The Death card represents big change, big transformations in our lives for the better, ultimately, and that's the same kind of energy of the Tower as well. The Tower, whatever the Tower tears down, it is ultimately for our highest good. And so with the Death card, this is in your environment, so you will be experiencing a lot of changes potentially in the second half of the month. The best way to deal with the energy of the Death card is to go with the flow, to embrace the change. This is encouraging us to let go of the past, let go of old ways of being, old ways of thinking, negative people, negative situations, negative relationships, whatever the case may be, just let it go. If you see that some things or some people are leaving your life or starting to leave your life, under the energy of the Death card, that situation or relationship is already gone, it's already over, and if the Death card is trying to pull that situation away from our lives, it's because it's not serving a real purpose anymore, apart from holding us back or causing us pain or drama or whatever the case may be, okay? So embrace change, go with the flow. If someone wants to leave your life, don't try to stop them, wish them well, and you just continue. Remember, you continue to focus on your work this month. That's what the Eight of Pentacles represents. And so for some of you, this also feels like you're rebuilding yourselves. You're rebuilding your, I'm hearing, body image for some of you. You're overcoming issues with self-love and self-respect. It's like you're being reborn, okay, with the Death card. This can also be rising from the ashes, like the phoenix bird. And so in your environment, there's going to be a lot of change, potential for a lot of change, if you allow it to happen, if you go with the flow and embrace that change. And this is going to take you to a much better place than the kind of energy that you're coming away from. In your hopes and fears, we have the Nine of Wands. And what I'm getting with this is that it's almost like you have reinvented yourself and you're standing your ground and you've put your guard up and your walls up, and you hope they hold, is what I'm getting for some of you. So for some of you, it feels like you have just managed to gather the strength, okay, with the Strength card. You've just managed to gather your strength to stand up again, to believe in yourself again, to be confident, to walk away from something if it doesn't serve you. And with the Nine of Wands, you're kind of hoping that the wall doesn't crack, is what I'm getting. But remember, with the Strength card in your reading, that's your challenge. So your challenge is to remember that you are this strong. Remember that you can do whatever it is that you set your mind to. Don't question yourself. Don't doubt yourself, okay? Believe in yourself. Especially if you're doing the right thing. There's no reason in the world that you should question yourself for doing the right thing for you. And so with the Nine of Wands, this is also the card of someone who's been burnt a lot in the past. And so I feel that for some of you, you are kind of excited for whatever new situation is happening in your life at this time, but at the same time, I feel that you're a bit fearful. I can't speak today. I feel that you're a bit fearful of it ending up in the same way as in the past. Remember, with the Nine of Wands and the Strength card in your reading, the situation will be what you allow it to be or what you make it. If you focus on your strength, if you focus on your goals, if you focus on yourself and what makes you happy, that wall is going to hold. There's nothing that will be able to break that wall down, okay? You will be stronger than ever. You are stronger than you realize at this time with the Strength card in your reading anyway. And with the Nine of Wands as a hope, what I'm getting is that you hope that some difficult lesson has been learned. You hope that this difficult cycle that you've been in has been broken. You hope that you were able to truly learn your lesson and break this difficult cycle. In your outcome, so how you end the month, towards the last week of the month, we have the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is beautiful. It talks about balance being restored in your life after all this that's going on. It talks about balance being restored. It talks about money being paid to you for your work, balancing out the books, being able to balance out the books, being able to pay off your bills, being able to restore peace and harmony within your financial situation as well, within your health situation as well. The Six of Pentacles is also unexpected help, usually financial, but it doesn't have to be just financial. It can be someone giving you advice, someone giving you support, someone giving you very useful information at the right time. This is also a lot of people kind of supporting you, and you're aware of just how much support you have behind you. And it is balancing out. Okay, I'm getting balance being restored in your life at this time. And it is because you have been focusing on your hard work throughout the month. You've been focusing on, keeping up the hard work and just focusing on the details, focusing on the quality of your work, okay, regardless in whichever area of life this applies, and truly embracing the opportunities that are presented to you this month. The Six of Pentacles also represents support, new people coming in, new friends coming in, okay, being rewarded for your hard work. So it could be receiving a paycheck, receiving a salary, receiving financial reward for all your hard work, to balance out your financial situation, to make you feel like it's okay, I can live again, is basically what I'm getting. And let's look at your overall cards. This is beautiful. So, when it comes to your career and finances, we have Shanti. And this says, I'm the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. And you have the lion here, so again, with making reference to the strength card. So this talks about you're strong, you've overcome a lot of difficulties, okay, a lot of difficulties I'm picking up on for a lot of you. Very difficult situations, very stressful situations, and yet you've overcome them. You are coming out on the other side, and you are stronger, and you're still going, okay? You're still standing. And Shanti is bringing you peace when it comes to your career sector, when it comes to your work sector, when it comes to your money. So no more worrying, no more doubting, no more being fearful. Enjoy the peace, enjoy the calm, enjoy the balance that is being restored. And this new opportunity that you're working on, because for some of you it is about work and new opportunities in work, new projects, sponsors coming in is what I'm hearing for some of you. Sponsors or investors or financial backers, I'm pretty sure that's the same thing, but obviously can be different, I don't know. But that's what I'm getting, and it's a smoother road ahead when it comes to your work sector, when it comes to your finances. It is a smoother road ahead, okay, so you're coming out of it. When it comes to your emotional life, we have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So for some of you, it is talking about this devil situation. And this can be a Capricorn, but it can also be, any other kind of sign. And it just represents the situation of feeling stuck, feeling trapped, feeling bound to that person, feeling bound to that relationship. Free yourself is telling you that it's time to walk away. It's time to take your power back. It's time to set some ground rules. If you want to walk away from a relationship, you do that. If you want to put your foot down and get your 2 cents in and see what happens then, you can do that. If you can salvage that relationship or not. This is also freeing yourself from limiting beliefs when it comes to love life. So if you feel like, I'm never going to meet anyone and I'm going to be alone all my life, this says, you know what, it's time to change that. And remember, with the Death card in your reading and the Tower, it's time to shift your focus. It's time to go back to basics. You're a beautiful person. You have a lot to offer. You deserve the best. That's your basics. You don't have to settle. You don't have to compromise who you are and what you believe in. You don't have to lower your standards. It's just about changing your focus and seeing just how special, beautiful, unique you are, and knowing that there is someone out there coming in who will treasure you, cherish you, and love you for exactly who you are. All right? And it's about that for you. And of course, for others of you, this is about breaking that cycle, that vicious cycle, that going round in circles, being drawn to the same type of individual over and over again, having relationships in the same kind of situation, in the same kind of energy over and over again. I feel like this is the month where you can free yourself from that. You can break that cycle. You can break those chains, okay? When it comes to your health and well-being, we have leave a stressful situation behind. So definitely a lot of you have experienced a lot of stress, and for some of you, you've managed to keep your health intact with great efforts, and for others, if it has affected your health, this is talking about improving your health this month, having the chance to leave that behind and to work on getting your health back on track. And this says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for giving me the courage and willingness to take good care of myself, including surrounding myself with healthy relationships and positive situations. Okay, so healthy relationships can talk about, being stressed about a relationship, romantic relationship. It can also be a work relationship, family relationship, whatever the case may be. And whatever situation stresses you out, it's about leaving that situation behind and focusing on health and happiness this month, okay? That can be a little mantra that you say to yourself every morning. You just wake up, say a prayer, or do whatever you do in the morning, and then you spend 30 seconds just saying health and happiness to yourself. Health and happiness, okay? And your overall guidance for the month is happy thoughts. To feel happier right now, think about a memory or something else that makes you smile. So whenever you do feel stuck throughout the month, think about something happy. Think about something positive. Think about something that makes you laugh. Watch a comedy. Watch something that gives you joy, or do something that gives you joy. Visualize yourself in happy situations. They're also saying bring more color into your life. So you can work with yellow, you can work with orange, those two talk about your solar plexus and help you get your vitality back and your confidence back. You can work with reds for your sacral chakra to do with your sense of security. Okay, you can work with greens for healing. Okay, that's your heart chakra. You can work with blues for your throat chakra to communicate clearer, easier. You can work with purple, that's your crown chakra. Okay, it has to do with your higher self, with your spirituality, with connecting with your intuition better. Okay, whatever colors you feel most drawn to at this time, I feel like get a vision board going and wear those colors, or just look at those colors for a few minutes every day, and I feel like it's really going to have a major impact, positive impact in your life this month. Okay, so there you have it, Aries. That's your reading. I hope that it resonates. I hope that it makes sense, and definitely hope that it helps. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you once again for all your support, for subscribing, for commenting. Thank you for watching my videos, liking them, sharing them, for following me on Instagram. Just thank you for all your support. And I hope that you have a really, really great month, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.